Welcome to the next lesson in the WiSys Form Studio video training series. Today we are going to learn how to create a copy of the form that we created in the last lesson so we can use that as a start to our next lesson. We are also going to export a copy of the form that can be used as a backup in case we need to restore and start over. So to get started, I'm going to open my Form Studio from my desktop shortcut. Select my database and our Form Studio training project. Next, I'm going to select the form that we created in our last lesson. And from here, we can do Edit, Copy Form. It wants to know the new name, so I'm going to give that L7, which stands for Lesson 7, which is the next lesson that will continue to expand upon this form. And I'm going to leave the description and the security level. I'm going to change to administrator and click OK. Now it's asking me if I would like to open the copy of this form. And I'm going to say yes. So now you can see we have the original and the copy. And now I'm also going to select the Export Form button. And what this does is this exports the form to an XML file somewhere on your local drive or on the server, and that it just creates a copy of that form that can be restored later if necessary. So you'll want to browse to where you want to store that. So here I have a training folder with form backups, and I'm going to give it a name. And click Save. And now I've created a backup of this form to an XML file. And just to verify that that works, I'm going to browse to my folder. And you can see that there is now a backup of this form. Form Studio also, every time you hit the Save button, Form Studio also automatically captures a backup of that form prior to you pressing the Save button. So it stores that form out in the C users, and then your username, and then app data. And app data happens to be a hidden folder, so if you can't see the app data, if you go look for it, you'll have to go to your folder options and enable hidden files and folders in Windows Explorer. So I'm going to select app data, roaming, WiSys, agility, and there is a form backup folder. And in here you'll see our IM receipt L7 that it automatically has created a backup of as well. So not only can you use the export option, but Form Studio, every time you save, will automatically create a backup of the form for you that can be imported later using this import button. So if we start making changes to this and we realize that something's not going so well and we just want to start over, we can come up here and hit the import, and it wants to know where my XML file is, and it happens to default to the last location that we saved a form to. So I'm going to select IM receipt L7 and say open. It says this form already exists. Would you like to update? And so I'm going to go ahead and say yes. And now I have restored my project back to the original state from where I originally made the backup. And this concludes the lesson on exporting forms and copying forms.